Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, good evening. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited that this place is full, which means something really good. If you do not have a place to stay, guys, come in. Go more on the side. Come in. We're not going to be here that long. We can just all stand next to each other. The aircon is on. It's blowing me, Megan. Okay, we don't want to be here long, so let's get started. I'm going to start with Viva DA Viva! Viva! Viva DA Viva! Viva! Viva Dean Macpherson Viva! Viva Mayor Mngadi Viva! Good evening, colleagues. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome, everyone. Hello to Stella, my old ward, Sakhile's ward, DA ward. We're here this evening. We're here for one thing, to celebrate one, being part of the DA family. And we're celebrating democracy today. And thank you for everyone for making their way from Ilembe, from Msunduzi, eThekwini. I won't forget, I'm from Emlazi. So welcome everyone. So to get the I did say Msunduzi. Hi Bo. Ugu Bay. Hi Bona. Kokstati. Hi Bo. Viva Francois Rogers. Viva. Viva! For anyone who doesn't know me, it's a shame, but my name is Mabatu Tembe. I am your spokesperson in the legislature for social development. I don't have any SASSA vouchers at this very moment in time, but if you come talk to me in the corner, I'll see what I can do for you. Just for some protocols, the toilets are on my right to the back if you need to relieve yourself. And the scene is very casual. Can we not just walk up and there's drinks? So please get your drinks quickly before we actually start in 2 minutes. And then outside, after we have our formalities, we're going to have something to eat. But something important is those who have the responsibility to act have the duty to act. And that's why we are here today. We are all leaders in our own right. And I think it's our responsibility and our right to be here to exercise that democracy. So before we get started, there's something cute that I'd like all of us to play. Tim, why are you always making a noise? So can I please all have your patience for just 2 minutes, and we are going to play this beautiful video that our outgoing, incoming chairperson will be a part of.
Hi everyone, I'm Dean Macpherson. I'm the DA Provincial Chairperson in KZN, and my team has challenged me to try and recite as many things as possible what we've achieved in the last 2 years together, working with you guys in this province. So here we go. It's going to be difficult. I've only got a minute, but I'm going to try my best. So let's give it a go. So we united and focused the province like never before. We brought the ANC under 50% in eThekwini and KZN. We won our first municipality in 2021. I've been the most on the ground and visible chairperson we've ever had. We were the third highest media generating province in the DA. We also managed to broker a working arrangement with the IFP ahead of the 2024 elections. We returned the Sakhile program for young leaders in our province for 2023. We also hired more staff to support the work that you as politicians are doing. We returned the eThekwini metro allowance to councillors for the first time since 2006. We also hosted our first ever civil society conference in KZN. We've held a PEC meeting every single month since I was elected 2 years ago. We won 18 wards of the ANC in 2021, 7 just in eThekwini. We also now have the greatest number of impact chairs in our province, which allows us to perform more oversight in the province. And we have also been able to succeed in taking the Mngadi municipality to court to get Chris elected. I'm sorry, I did more than over a minute, but I had to make that point, guys. And it just shows you how much we've achieved. There's so much more that I could tell you about. We just couldn't get there. It's a lot to say all in 1 minute. But the most important thing that I think I've done over the last 2 years is to be in your corner and fight for you.
Democrats, let's give him more than 1 minute. Everyone put your hands together for the incoming chairperson, Dean Macpherson! Viva Dean, viva! Viva Dean, viva! Uyambona uzamawala, uzamawala, uyambona uzamawala, uzamawala, uyambona uzamawala, uzamawala, uzamawala. Wozamawala, uyambona, wozamawala. Viva! Viva! Tata! Tata!
Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Viva! Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Democrats,
Siyabonga comrade, asibopha.
I can't believe how excited everyone is. And I can't tell you how emotional this is for me to be here this evening. It's truly overwhelming to see all of you here tonight. And I must be honest, I didn't know how many people were going to come. I thought it was going to be like 10 or 15, but it's amazing. So thank you very much. I just want to recognize two important people to me and to in this room. The first one being our provincial leader, Francois Rogers. Thank you, Francois, for being here. Francois and I have walked a long road over the last 2 years, and I'm really grateful that you'd be here, Francois. And thank you to our mayor, Chris Papa, who's come down from the Republic of Mngadi. He had to stamp his passport on the way out, but thank you for being here. And thank you to all of you. We have people from Mngadi that are here. We have people from Ugu, from Msunduzi, from Ilembe, eThekwini. We have people from Kinkekwayo that are here. We have, who else do we have here? We have Sesonke is here. And we have people from Mngadi that are here. And Haibo, that's my constituency. But I'm really humbled that you would be here and travel a long distance to be here tonight. And it means so much to me. And it is a reminder why I stood as chairperson 2 years ago and why I'm so determined to do it again. Just under 24 months ago, I was elected to be the provincial chair of our incredible province. To say that KZN was divided at that time is an understatement. You can recall the division at that moment and the tension. And at that very moment, I had one of two choices: perpetuate division and seek retribution, or unite the province, focus it on the impending elections in 6 months, and get as many councillors elected as possible. I'm so glad that I chose the former, even though some people wanted me to drive the opposite. Because we know that the DA is at its best when we are united around a common cause and purpose. And look at what we achieved in that election, Democrats. We won 18 wards off of the ANC in KZN, 7 just in eThekwini. The ANC fell to under 50% in the province, and in many councils, including in eThekwini and in Msunduzi, our only metro and provincial capital. We won our very first municipality under the leadership of Mayor Chris Pappas and his incredible team in Mngadi. We secured more impact chairs than ever before, allowing the DA to play a greater role in overseeing government. And most importantly, we put the party in KZN in the best possible position to take over government so that we can save this province in 2024. So without your support and encouragement, the path of unifying the DA, working hard and picking our battles has paid off. I've always known that there is nothing wrong with the DA in KZN that cannot be fixed with what is right with the DA in KZN. However, the last 2 years has not been easy. Let's make no mistake. We have been weighed down by COVID. We faced the July unrest. We had deadly floods to contend with in April last year. And all through this time, our party and administration continued to show the people of KZN that the DA doesn't give up in the face of adversity, because we only strengthen our resolve and work harder because of it. I also know that real leadership is not one that just barks out orders and instructs people to do things, but real leaders lead from the front. I've always believed that there is no task that I will ever ask you to do that I'm not prepared to do myself. Because from COVID to the riots to the floods to the many by-elections we have faced in this province, I have always stood shoulder to shoulder with you, out on that front line and leading by example. Friends, I believe that our provincial administration is stronger today than it was 2 years ago. Our staff are motivated, our provincial office is responsive and helpful, our communication has dramatically improved, and we are a resource to our public reps and our activists. This is no accident, friends, but by working with our team on a daily basis, we look to identify opportunities, plan effectively, and identify risks when they arise. We have a provincial strategy that has been workshopped with constituencies and adopted by Provincial Council, which is our guiding light towards 2024. And I've worked hard to introduce a culture of respect for our activists who are incredibly dedicated to our party, as well as ensuring that branches are the nucleus of our constituencies and our province. This is the DA that I am proud to be the chairperson of. And to think that we've done this all in under 2 years, and it's only been because of your support and your dedication. So give yourselves a round of applause. However, friends, we also have to admit that not everyone celebrates the successes and progresses that we've made. And while I think that that's regrettable, I also respect their right not to. And in that, and during the course of this campaign, you're going to hear rumors and all sorts of allegations and negativity about my performance as chairperson. And that's entirely normal during a campaign, especially when the incumbent is standing for re-election. I have to be mature about this and remain focused on my own aims and objectives, and keep reminding myself why we are here in the first place. So with respect, I'm not going to respond to every rumor and every allegation that my opponent or people linked to my opponent will make about me, because I'm completely focused on the future of building our organization. I am not here to tear down anyone else or collapse our party, because I love the DA too much to do that. And all I ask of you is to remain fair in your assessment of my performance and my offer. And I invite you to contact me directly at any time so that you can make up your own mind about me. Because the truth is, with just 12 months to go until the general election, all of our energy and our time must be focused on winning votes and getting the ANC out of provincial government. We have no time for anything else but this historic mission. That is why you will have seen that I've dedicated a lot of my time to forming and maintaining a strategic alliance with other political parties, especially the IFP. I know that when we work together, we can achieve so much more and bring hope to the people of our province that we can be a government and solve their problems. But it hasn't been easy building these alliances. Unfortunately, even internally, people have tried their best to oppose it and even vote against it, including my opponent. But I am glad that we've been able to persevere and remain resolute in the face of adversity, because look what it has achieved. We have managed to take 2 wards off of the ANC, where the DA stood back, one just in eThekwini in Ward 99. That has never been won by any other political party other than the ANC for the last 30 years. And the IFP has reciprocated. They stood back for the DA in Ward 28 in Mngadi, which allowed us to beat back the ANC in the most hard-fought by-election we've had in the last 7 years. And we have our incredible new councillor, Councillor Reggie Kanyile, who's here tonight as well. There he is over there. Reggie got 96% in that by-election. And I have asked and I've instructed the disciplinary chair to work out where the 4% went. And we're going to go door to door, Reggie, looking for those people. And we are continuing to work on broadening our relationship with the IFP, with the support of the federal and provincial leadership. I invite you to go onto social media and see the response to the ANC losing Ward 2 and 25 in Mngadi this week. Voters see hope and they have excitement for a new coalition in 2024. We must therefore guard this with everything that we have, from anyone who wants to end this dream for us, because the people of our province are looking to us to rescue them from collapsing local government, which often gets taken out on our good councillors and activists in this room tonight. So I am so proud of our wins and successes. I am proud of our newly formed alliance with like-minded parties, because when you consider everything, the most important achievement is that we have put the DA in KZN in a position to be in government and to save this province and this country. That surely is the most important achievement we have made in the last 2 years in this province. And friends, I have a plan for the future of the DA in KZN over the next 3 years should I be elected. We're going to continue to work where we have started in restructuring KZN for the benefit of our public reps, activists and voters. We must continue to be a lean, mean, vote-winning machine. We must prepare our branches and our constituencies for the upcoming election. I have a proven track record of winning votes and winning seats. We must ensure that our election is fully funded so that no voter is left behind in this province, from urban to rural constituencies. Every voter in this province must hear from us. We must make sure that the Sakhile Young Leaders Program is a central pillar to finding new talent and leaders within KZN. We must grow our own leaders. We mustn't import leaders. We must grow our own leaders. We don't want parachuting anymore. Those days are over. We're going to cut those parachutes. We must also work to fully train and capacitate our public reps and activists so that they are battle ready for this election in 2024. And we must take the strongest hand to the negotiating table in 2024 and get the best deal possible for the DA and the people of KZN. Just think about this for a moment. Just imagine what we can do to improve the work of our councillors by being in provincial government. Imagine being the MEC of Kokta and going to sit in the mayor's office in Msunduzi, in eThekwini, in Ray Nkunyeni, in Kwadakuza, in Indumeni, in all of these municipalities. Imagine what we can do. Not Mngadi, that'll be fine. We might do some lifestyle audits, but but just imagine what we can do with that, friends. Because if we aren't fighting to be in government, then what are we doing? But friends, I can't do this without you. I know that the vast majority of you in this province want to win and know that we can win. I need you to speak to your branch delegates and to your colleagues in your caucuses and share our dream, which is anchored on hope, change, and success. The future of our province hinges on this DA Congress that we have on the 29th of April. We can choose to go into government, or we can choose to stay the party we are. That's what this Congress is all about. We can no longer be content with being a party of opposition. I'm tired of being in opposition. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being in opposition. The time for our party being in government is now. The time for our party being in government is in 2024. That's why I need you, ladies and gentlemen, to place your trust in me in this Congress. Join hands with me and let's write the next chapter of this party and of this province in our next Congress and in 2024. Let's do this!
Viva Dean, viva! Viva Dean Macpherson, viva! Viva incoming chairperson again, viva! And incoming, going, coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, Democrats, just a small one for me. I'm a product of Saki Sizwe, so I'm very excited that there's gonna be money pumped in, there's gonna be resources, and we're gonna get up and running, and we're gonna get young people capacitated, and we're gonna make me the premier. And why I'm voting for Dean, because he's not a man of words, he's a man of actions. And I have to say, when I got in Mlazi, we just had a measly 9,000 Rand. He has tripled our budget so we can be on the ground and running in the townships, because that is so important. So thank you, Dean. I look forward to 2024 when I'm premier. Okay. We're going to open the floor just for a little bit. I'm going to take some hands. If you have any comments, questions that you have for Honorable Dean.
Thanks, Max. Really appreciate it. The comments I wanted to make tonight to the room is that when I started working with Dean 2 years ago, frankly, whenever I've been the chair of discipline in KZN since 2015, and I've seen provincial chairs come and go. And whenever I start working with them, I'm always wondering myself, I've got to try and hold the line in terms of fairness. in terms of disciplinary processes. And I can just tell you that from the first day that Dean and I sat down together, he was 100% fair. And before the words could even come out of my mouth, he said, Tim, let's make this clear. For the next 2 years, we handle all these matters 100% fair. And I can tell you now that it's happened 100% since then to now. Discipline can be used as a political weapon, but this man in front of you here has made absolutely sure that that is not the case. So I encourage you to vote to continue that. Let's do this. Siyabongela!
Siyabongela! I want to come in front first and then I'll go to the back again.
Ma'am, thanks for this opportunity. Everybody knows that I'm not a speaker.
Shh, guys, can we allow people to speak, please? Thank you.
I don't generally like speaking, but today I felt fit that I have to speak. Because we all know about broken telephone. And where I'm getting to is that when I first met Dean, I wasn't a fan of his. But when we started talking and we started engaging, and what I want to say to everybody here, start to get to know somebody before you make judgments.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so important to get to know the person, to work on the ground with the person before you make judgments. And I'm voting for Dean because every time I picked up the phone to phone him, he was there. He was there to answer the call and give me advice. And as you know, it's been a very tough journey for me. But today, I'm a proud colored woman standing here today with all the battles. And I want to say thank you to every single person that has supported me on this journey. Chris Pappas, I learned from you the best, but not better than Dean.
Good one, Romana.
But I just want to say, everybody that's in leadership, that has guided me, that has led me to where I am today. I didn't ever think that I would be a ward councillor today, but I'm here because of the leadership of the DA. The leadership that had faith in me and told me don't give up and keep standing and keep putting on the pressure and keep going. And that's why I'm here today. So if anybody has doubts about the DA, don't doubt, because the DA works and the DA gets things done. Thank you, Dean.
Viva Ramona, viva!
Thank you so much.
The gentleman over here.
Thanks for the opportunity. My name is Steve Bangru from East Coast Radio. I just want to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank Dean, Francois, and Chris Pappas for always availing yourself with our work that we do. I know we spoke to Pappas just yesterday, but I think so. So thanks again. It's always a pleasure working with you guys. Dean, mine is looking at your relationship with the IFP. How far do you see it running? What are areas that you're focusing on? I'm asking because considering in some aspects, in areas like Kutugela, you've already started things like wasteful expenditure with regards to pump issues, which were supposedly could have been bought as opposed to rented out. Secondly, you're going up against the likes of Diane, staunch characters who've really made a mark for themselves. What are you bringing that's slightly different, or there'll be an edge for you as a leader? Thanks very much.
Cool, thanks, Steve. So let me answer the IFP one, because that's important. So, I mean, I've always said that you must never talk about a penalty shootout until you've played the 90 minutes. So what we have done is we have formed a strategic alliance. We are not in coalition with the IFP. That's a very big difference. So what we do is we look at areas of mutual interest and we say, what can we do, where can we work together, and how do we achieve those goals? We still remain an opposition party where we are not in government. So we will continue to hold the IFP accountable. And just on Tuesday night, I had a lengthy bilateral meeting between the national and provincial leadership of both of our parties to discuss a number of issues, particularly around Utukela, because that remains a major concern for us. But what we do fundamentally both agree on is that the time of ANC government has come to an end. If we could get rid of them tomorrow, we would do that. But unfortunately, we have to wait until the elections in 2024. And I think that this is a good runway to be able to perfect that alliance so that when we get to those elections, we know where each other stands on particular issues. The one thing that we must be very careful of as the DA, and this can happen in coalitions, is that you can get swallowed up by other parties. And that's why I'm very clear that where we lead with our values, we will always win. So where we cannot agree with the IFP, so be it. But we have to try and work out those differences as best as we can. And look at what that has achieved over the last 2 weeks. They have recalled the mayor of Abakolusi. They have recalled the speaker of Abakolusi. They have recalled the ward councillor of Ward 20 in Alfred Duma local municipality. So where the DA plays its opposition role, we also achieve results. We are now trying to find a solution, and on the 20th of March, both of our parties will be meeting for a bilateral engagement with the mayor of Utukela and our representatives there, and we're going to get to the bottom of this pump issue and fix it once and for all. So, I mean, obviously the most obvious difference between me and my opponent is I'm 30 years younger than her. So, you know, I mean, I bring youth and energy, you know, to this organization. And, you know, I think that we need someone who's prepared to, you know, spend many hours every day traveling across this province, getting our troops battle ready, meeting with our structures, get on our constituencies organized and ready. I also have a proven track record that, you know, where I, you know, put together, you know, election teams, we get results. You know, winning 7 wards in eThekwini off of the ANC, and we were the only metro in the whole country that won wards off of the ANC. No other metro in KZ in the country did that. Didn't happen by accident. It's because we executed a very strategic and target ward by ward campaign. And we took a lot of flack for it, but we got the results. So, you know, I think I have a proven track record. I have youth on my side, and I have, you know, the ability to go out there and connect with voters as well. We need people who can speak to voters, connect to voters. Now, you know, Steve, in Ward 28, some of my friends will know from Mngadi, I spent 12 days in that by-election, campaigning every single day, street meetings, door to door, all that sort of thing like that. Even my constituency were moaning and complaining that I wasn't, they said, no, you must go be the MP for Mngadi because you spend more time up there. You know, I'm prepared to put in the hard yards because I'm never going to ask this team here to do something I'm not prepared to do myself. You know, you can't be a chairperson and sit in an air-conditioned office in Cape Town. You must be here on the ground leading your troops.
Okay, guys, I'm going to take a few more names. Can I have Ukuzwayo, Uhlengiwe, Mergen, Temba, Hlanganani, yeah. Let's start there. Kuzwayo.
I'll take all the questions together.
Let me move to front program director because ngithuka uba dark kancane uzongibona light. Just No, it's not amazing speech.
Megan, you're a guest here.
By virtue of seeing me, it's already exciting because I'm a brand. I'm a brand within a DA brand, so I'll understand. Program director won't be long, but I want to state why I'm going to be voting Dean. But before I mention that, ladies and gentlemen, when Dean stood against Francois, long time ago, he called me and said, Zamani, can you vote for me? I said, no, I'm not going to vote for you. I said, why? You're still young, you need to learn more because, I mean, there's a critical election that is coming. So we need people who are just going to go to the office and do the work. Not someone's going to go to the office and learn. My provincial director used to say, to me in particular, and I know Chris Papas was also part of this problem, said, Zamani, deadlines are not the guidelines. So we can't put someone to the office while we're having a deadline of 2024 elections. So we need someone who knows those guidelines that come 2024, we're going to be doing the right thing in the right space. In 2019, at Maritzburg Provincial Congress, I did raise some critical points to John Steenhuisen, Dean Macpherson, and also Francois. I asked them and I challenged them about our youth. I said, we need to see in the next coming election, we need to see our own youth becoming the councillors, not someone that we don't know. Regardless of the person is good in speaking English, no, we don't need that. Exactly, Did. I'm very proud, Dean. The reason why I'm voting for you is because one of our activists in the Ink area had a problem that he was red flag because he didn't put some of the activities in PDMS.
Yeah.
Now, because the person doesn't have access to that, he was red flag in terms of the processes. Then I called Dean and I asked that activist to do the same. Let me tell you something. Dean fight for that activist said, you can't not allow the person to go for the interview and express themselves because it's got the proof. The councillors from that area, the MP from that area, the MP of ours at that time, it was Tim Practicing. And the team has got all the record on a daily basis for the same activist. And didn't find for that activist to be interviewed. That activist is a councillor today. Yeah, councillor Nontobeko Ntuli. Because we don't want red tape. That's one thing. That's one reason I'm voting for Dean. The last one, Dean. I'm voting for you because you listen to us when we're raising things, and you come with responses, whether we like the responses or not. But you'll come back to us. Yes. It's a pity and unfortunate that we don't have time. But you must visit my page. I'll be stating more of why I'm voting for Dean. Thank you very much.
Guys, I'm going to take 2 more people and that's it. Unfortunately, we are time bound. We are really time bound. I really apologize. We'll take 2 more hands. I'm so sorry. 2 more hands. And that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you, eh?
I'd like a question.
Oh, there's no questions. Well, okay. Front, back. Front, hello. Front.
Viva, DA, viva! Viva, DA, viva! You know, if I can talk about Dean, I can talk from now up until tomorrow and the following day and the following day. So what I want to say about Dean, the previous election that we had in 2018, before the 2021 election, 2020, Dean knew that I didn't vote for him because I'm an open person. If I'm not going to vote for you, I tell you straight away I'm not going to vote for you and I give you my reasons. Let me tell you that the previous election, Dean won, and she knew I didn't vote for him. On a Monday, Dean took a phone and called me, said, "Thank you, come to my office." I came to Dean's office. He said, "Thank you, I know you didn't vote for me, but you are a person that I know that can do the work. Thank you, I want you to be in my team. I want you to work with me." And since the time I've been working with Dean, I have told him, Dean, you have done the work that I have never thought you will do. That is why I did not vote for you in the previous election. But I'm happy to say that I will vote for Dean now. I will vote for Dean tomorrow. I will vote for Dean again and again and again. And I'm challenging all the delegates from the whole of KZN to vote for Dean because Dean is a fair person. If you are wrong, you are wrong. He will tell you straight that you are wrong, but he will talk to you. He does not ignore people. If you call him, he will answer the phone and he will give you the answer that he feels is right for you to give. Thank you very much, Dean. You got my support. You got the support of my delegates in my branch. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, we're going to have this gentleman and we're going to have a closure. That gentleman over there.
Good evening, colleagues. My name is Councillor Mohammed Salim Abdul. I've traveled 330 kilometers to meet Dean. I have my fellow colleague, Councillor Naresh Monalito Gopi. I want to be very open with you, Dean. In 1 month, I took away the award from the ANC. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. We gave them a hiding they are still sore in Domini. We are just one DA ward in the whole constituency of Mngadi. 1 DA ward out of 64
Woohoo!
wards. Coming to you, my colleague and I, on many occasions, said this young schoolboy cut LIT. He's a very arrogant guy. He seems to have a lot of arrogance. But you have proved me wrong. But you've got our support. The only thing we request of you, come out to us. I want to take you, I took Francois to just a small area. I want to take you to an area called Telapi. I want to take you to Konene Farm. I want to take you to an area called Vigi. And I want to take you to another place called Mchilwan. But before I take you there, was a Gogisa when you pay you. We will have to make you wear a peshu, and I'm going to take you there.
Somewhere in there.
So, rest assured, we will give you the support, and we have an apology from our constituency leaders, Mayilaka Shalembe, who couldn't make it, but we are here as ambassadors, and thank you for all the support, and come and sit with us at Indomeni in the council chambers.
Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen,
Just Temba.
Temba. Okay, Temba's the last person. The proper politicians, they all want to talk.
He is the deputy chair, so he is the deputy
Thank you
chair.
very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. No, I'll try and be very, very short. I'm coming a long way with this man. A very, very long way. He has proven to me that he is a real leader. I remember at one meeting, and I don't think he still remember, when we had some sort of like a clash with him. I came late at the meeting because I had a problem with my car. And when he asked me about that, I gave him a very negative response. I simply just said, no, Dean, you must remember that we are not as advantaged as you. We battle. We have cars that are not as new as yours. So we have a problem. If I tell you that I was late because of that, you must understand that. And I thought he's going to hold a grudge for me. But he never did. He was, in fact, more than what he was before that incident. He was a real friend to me. We've been with Dean in farms, deep rural farms in
Guys,
Mngadi,
please, can we keep it down and
doing
listen
the
to
work.
the
And
speaker?
I just want to assure people today here that when Dean says that he doesn't just speak and not do, he is not lying. Dean was once my political head in my constituency. He used to come, we used to work with him in the deep rural areas of Umshwati, in your Swaimani areas, in the farms, in your deep Richmond area. We used to be with this man. He used to support us. And I'm so proud to say, Dean, that I will keep voting for you. I am going to vote for you. Of course, with the blessings of my mayor. So I feel very safe that I'm going to be voting for you, Dean. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Dean. I'm Dean.
All right, guys, second to last, we're going to have Tembi Songema.
Awumeya ekumona imeya enomona
Viva DA, viva! Viva DA, viva! Manda! Bakithi DA wena uthi asna mahloni ngayo awuthi DA Bakithi wedini wena uthi asna mahloni ngaye awuthi wedini Viva DA, viva!
Viva!
Manda! Manda! Viva Ilembe, viva!
Viva!
Viva Inc, viva!
Viva!
Viva Mlazi, viva!
Viva!
Viva King the Trial, viva!
Viva!
Viva West Durban, viva!
Viva!
Manda! Viva Msunduzi, viva!
Viva! Awethu.
Viva Phoenix, viva!
Viva!
Viva Phoenix, viva!
Viva!
Viva Chatsworth, viva!
Viva!
Sanibona. Angithi uyabona, I know the whole province. Viva CTC, viva! Viva North Durban, viva!
Viva!
Ngisaqhubeka nje
That's my
nale nto.
constituency.
Yayazi le nto. Viva Kokstad team, viva!
Viva!
Uthi isikhathi asisekho. But viva Durban South, viva!
Viva!
Utimekeeper ngapha ubusy uthi angime, so I'll have to stop. Good evening everyone. Mine is too short. You will recall in the last Congress I received a call from Dean and Dean asked me to support him. I don't do the wishy-washy support, no. I said to Dean, first, Ntlabati is my friend. Secondly, I believe that Ntlabati can lead the province.
And you were wrong.
All right. But here is another angle. When I said to Dean, I'm not supporting him, in return, Dean said to me, thank you, my friend, but I think you should consider standing as a deputy chairperson. Remember, I'm not supporting Dean, I'm supporting the other candidate, but he is the one who encouraged me to stand as a deputy chairperson. Now I said to him, maybe you're just joking. He said, no, I'm not joking, you're along in the party. I joined the DA in 2005 when it was not fashionable. So after I won, the first person that I went to say thank you was Dean. Then we had to sit down and plan on how are we going to work. We didn't hold grudges against each other. We didn't hold grudges even to those people who were talking negatively about us. The first thing that Dean said, how are we going to run the province? We are all new, and all eyes are on us. Today, everyone is talking about forging a relationship with the IFP. We started that exercise with this man here. Today, people talking about the coalition government in KZN, we started that project, with him. So there is a lot. Today, when you are having a problem in a municipality that is run by the IFP, you phone Dean, we get it done. Today, people were elected in different positions to lead this province. Our councillors were under attack. Dean was on the phone call. Recently, councillors in Phoenix were under attack. Dean was on the phone call. Hanif was on the phone call, trying to arrange a security for those, councillors, including for their houses to be guarded by private security. I then asked him, I said, hey, you know how much it costs to do that? He said, money is not a problem, but the lives of our councillors are most important. When Councillor Pen Msomi was attacked several times, I called Dean and I said, we need to go there and comfort the family. He never said no. When we were going to Shembe, him, myself, Francois, and the other leadership, I said, we're going to Shembe. He didn't say no. He said, I will make a plan. And we went there with 2 cows to pledge Kwinkosi Shembe. Today we've got Amakosi across the province. All the Amakosi wants to meet us to discuss the way forward on how to take the DA forward.
Woo!
Yesterday, myself, in the absentia of Dean, and the leader were in the province with the president of South African National, what they call it, Council of Provinces, where they've got all the churches. That person is the chairperson of all the churches in KZN. They've got at least in their database 100 congregants that they want to convert them to support the DA because they went to the ruling party and they didn't get any joy.
Woo!
And we are invited on the 1st of May, whether we make it as a leadership, whether or not, we are invited to their big gathering that they are going to have and they want only the DA is invited to come and speak in that event. Now let me ask a question. If you are saying you don't know Ngema, means you don't know KwaZulu-Natal. If you say you don't know Dean, then you don't know KwaZulu-Natal. Because we've been in all the corners of the province. Viva, DA, viva!
Viva!
And today, Dean, proudly to say that you've got my vote and you've won my heart.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Yabong.
Siyabonga. All right, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, in our closing, I'm going to ask the amazing, faster than a speeding bullet. No, I'm joking. The Honorable Mayor of Mngadi, Christopher Papas. Viva Chris Papas, viva! Viva Chris Papas, viva! Viva DA Mngadi, viva! Viva Sandile Mngadi, viva! Viva!
Friends, I'm going to be quick, but I want to talk about 3 quick things. The first thing is maturity. KZN is a difficult province to run, whether you are any other political party or the DA. It requires political maturity. And what we've seen over the last couple of years under Francois and Dean is political maturity. To separate the noise from strategic direction. So Dean, thank you for providing the maturity and leadership. The second thing is direction. Dean, manj. Young sabotage.
Sabotage.
The second thing is strategy. It's not strategy.
Strategy.
It's interesting to sit here and look at all the people in front of me. And I see people, and you've heard them tonight, who voted differently in the last provincial Congress. But today can sit in the same room and say we have unity of purpose. So thank you for giving us unity of purpose. And the last thing is family. Families fight. Families disagree. Families have different opinions. But families believe in the same thing. Families travel in the same direction, in the same vehicle. So thank you for making us a family once again in KZN. And I know that going into 2024, we'll be a family, we'll have strategy, and we'll have vision. And if we continue in that direction, we won't just be in coalition, but we'll be the government of KZN under your leadership.
You know, I kind of feel like I've been at my own funeral. Where everyone came and said nice things. What a nice guy Dean is. What a nice guy Dean was. But you know, I'm like on the board of being emotional because, as many of you know, I'm the background guy. I'm not one for the limelight. I want everyone to be at the front. I just try and make things work. And to hear the kind words from so many people, it's a lot to digest. But what it does is also, it encourages me. And I must admit, I've had a pretty tough few days over the last few weeks, and my team know that I've been like, you know, a bit down and out at times because these campaigns become personal. And you question your character, and when people question your values, those are hard things to digest. But I'm more resolved, I'm more determined, and I'm more energized ever to go out there to win this and to get to 2024 because I know that we are on the right track. And all of you here tonight are confirmation to me that we're on the right track, that we are better together, and that we all have the same purpose and the same desires. So there's only one thing left to say, Maps. Let's do this!
Let's do this! Viva Dean Macpherson, viva! I'm even emotional. I'm so proud of you. Oh, yeah.